Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. This submission was really funny to me. This is a great one. So, the person who submitted this described this to me by saying they felt they yeeted their run on a bad relic take, and they thought that the run would look very difficult without taking that risk, though. So, I'm trying to think of what this could be. I have a few ideas. So we're shown Tethys with dregs. So you know this is going to be a terrible run. This is one of the worst clan combos in game. It's pretty grim. I'm trying to think if I had to pick. There are maybe 3 or 4 clan combos I think are worse than this that I have a worse time with. But this one, this is pretty bad. Of the what is it, 30 possible permutations of clans, right? Because you have 6 clans and each one has 5 combos. Oh no, it's actually more than that, right? Each one has 10 combos because of exile. So it's 6 by 10, it's 60. You have 60 clan combos if you include the secondary choices as well. And wow, you actually have more if you include the secondary champions. Wow, there's actually a ton of clan combos. Anyway, this one is terrible. This one is abysmal. Dregs are really bad with Tethys. And it's tough because you're probably thinking about an incant line, but what the heck do you do when you don't start with this? This can get even worse if you're shown diligent. How the heck do you navigate that? Sometimes it's a nightmare. So I see the problems. You might yeet your run on an early volatile gauge if you have conduit. It's pretty risky. This is a ring 3 or 4 death, it looks like, so maybe that does happen. What are the other yeet relics, I guess? Sketches? What do you sketch here? I don't think I would ever sketch on this run. You have dregs. You'd have to remove all the dregs and the train stewards. You could maybe pull that off if you had, what is it? The broken wheel, but then you might just lose your carries too. It's really hard to know. It's probably Gauge, but we'll see. Gauge with Conduit is pretty good, all things considered. I do like that a lot. It gives you a lot of draw power so that you can actually make up for the bad incant starter by simply drawing more cards all the time. And then you make it up for it by taking a little bit of Ember here and there. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But let me at least cover what's going on if you're just joining us for the first time. Basically, I am playing viewer submitted runs. So you, my friends watching the channel, are playing Monster Train, and what happens is sometimes you run into a Covenant 25 seed that is really tough for one reason or another. You can then generate a challenge link for me out of your run summary. You can see what it looks like in the top, something like that, and send it my way. I will play it, record it, hopefully win, and put it up on the channel. And hopefully it's educational. So that is what we're doing. We're currently on a 48 win streak. We had what was ultimately a superfood primordium high roll, but it started out by progressively identifying my lost conditions and planning around them. And then eventually the game kept giving me strong hits because I was strong. There was a lot of snowball involved, for instance. I was taking mid game artifact trials just because I was so strong, and one of them showed me Ashes of the Fallen with an endless fledgling imp, etc. You can kind of imagine how this escalated very quickly. We had a double stack permafrost furnace tap, etc., with the spell chain holdover perils of production. Basically, I just kind of hit eventually on everything I wanted, but early on, it was a matter of, okay, how do I not lose to this upcoming threat? And yeah, it was a good run. Definitely an ultimate high roll with that alloyed construct just punching everything. I mean, we pre-relentless patient and the divinity, no problem, but yeah, still a good run. I think it was still informative. So happy to have it. And that is all I think I have for you here. Yeah, it's a shame going from Primordium to Tethys, but fair enough, I suppose. So, yeah, all right, let's go ahead and hop in. So, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And, all right, Tethys, let's go. Cool. Hope you're all doing well today. Oh man, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. I'm doing okay, still struggling a little bit through work stuff, but having fun recording some Monster Train despite that. It lets me get out of, the rut that I get into while working through nonsense. Man, work is rough right now. I'm dealing with some nonsense. I can't really talk about any of it, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in what I'm currently working on, and corporate is kind of just drilling down on us in a bad way. I don't like how low investment, how little they seem to care about what we're doing. It's kind of what I'm struggling with. So, but yeah, at least fortunately NASA cares. So our customer is pretty good, all things considered. But anyway, that's enough that. Let's do this run. We are default Stygian with default melting. We have double barrel Daedalus, Curse Fell, and Diligent Seraph with a drag start. Tough. We're shown Ice Tornado, Purifying Cleanse, and Titan's Tooth. This is actually a really good gauge start if we're shown it. If we're shown gauge, we have 3 costers, and Purifying Cleanse is also here. This is an interesting one. This is a little too metagamey, right? I always look at the relic first with Tethys. I think it is correct. But if I have Conduit, it's tough because if you're shown gauge here and you don't have Conduit, it's bad. Well, I think we're going to look at the Forge first here. Uncharacteristically. I mean, we click Conduit for sure. Now this guarantees the gauge if I see it. We do. Okay. I don't actually think this is a yeet, by the way. I think this is correct. Yeah. It is. It's tough. This is a classic case of a couple things. One, sometimes people tell me too much information. I'm reasonably capable of deducing what things are talking about when I'm told something like, for instance, yeeting a run on a bad relic. There's pretty much only 2 relics that actually talks about in most cases. It's gauge or sketches. So, and given the fact that it's Tethys, you can reasonably assert that it might be a conduit gauge run. That gives me a lot of information. Now, I did have to step back for a second there and tell myself, even without that knowledge, this is a really good gauge run, thanks to having Tornadoes and Titan's Tooth in my start. Okay? So, even without that, there is an argument for checking the Forge first on Tethys here, simply because you might see something good like that. If you go to this horde and you see gauge, clicking gauge first is a big risk. You're 2/3 in your run, right? You have a 66% chance of just living and a 1/3 of just dying by missing conduit. Whereas if you see conduit first, you can reasonably click it and then go gauge, and it's much more safe. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a little too metagamey. I don't know. If you have opinions on that, let me know. I think this is a reasonable line to assume I could potentially see, largely thanks to the start. I think if these were less impressive gauge spells, I might have leaned less into that direction, but I don't know. Maybe you could even convince me that looking at the Forge first on Tethys is correct because there are high rolls like the Conduit gauge run. So, I don't know. Money here, money up ahead. I think I'm going to chill. I doubt I'm going to need both monies. Let's look at the layout at least. We have a 4 Stygian banner on ring 2, which is fine. Both Shark and Sirens are okay. Remnant banner with a Hellvent on ring 3 with a Temple. You could do some stuff here. Hopefully we see a unit trial or something. Maybe I self-infuse, I dupe and then self-infuse a Siren or something like that. Stygian banner on ring 4, Merchant of Steel opposite it. That is okay. Steel Shop has the Vortex. If I have the unit line that I want from Daedalus, I will probably skip that Stygian banner, but it is there as an option. Let's see, Hellvent on ring 5. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable on ring 6. We do have a mid-game steel shop as a result of that, right? You have 1 on 4, 1 on 6. Pretty decent. Mid-game temples, good. A lot of temples in this run, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 temples. I like seeing that. Honestly, it feels good. So, okay. We do have a removal dupe on ring 8 if we make it that far. Skip the first boons, because the ring 1 is maybe the scariest part of this run. I will take the unit trial for the attack stat here. We should be okay on this, right? I don't think I lose. Maybe we had some good draws. They're terrible draws. Oh my god, they're bad. We play... What do I play here? You put a drag up top with Tethys, and then we send Ice Tornado downstairs. Cool. Okay, I would like to hold on to this Ice Tornado, and I will Titan's Tooth mid-floor here. Because I want money, and I'm greeting for it. It does clear that whole floor, which is good. You Ice Tornado middle. Cool, and then you play a Train Steward and it kills that front dude. Fine. Okay, it's good. I do get the Titan's Tooth at 1 cost on the bottom floor. Huge value. I will play a Frozen Lance up top. I'm always playing this Train Steward. I need to put something in front of Tethys here. It's true. Sure. Yeah, we send this Titan's Tooth again. 19 Frostbite definitely kills that man. We put another Train Steward up top, and I think this is done. I just play this Ice Tornado on top floor. Yeah, cool. Good job. Really good. It's nice having some big spells like that we can take advantage of. I'll take another Ice Tornado, actually. Having 3 of those is pretty good. Sure, actually. It's just a good spell. Wicked Blaze for a reform. If it's not a damage spell, I care a lot less about it, but I do need to click cards is the problem. Because Diligent, right? We're currently at, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to take Wicked Blaze. It's 2 coster. I can do some stuff with that here on Gauge. Unit-wise. Nameless Siren is not the Siren I want, but it is, I guess, the Siren I get. With Gauge, I could reasonably pull off a good incant line. I'm going to need to purge these dregs. They're really bad. Paraffin Enforcer? I don't know about that. Purifying Cleanse. I'm going to take the Siren here. I think it is correct. We'll go to the Steel Shop. I would be happy to see Armor Shark, I suppose. Endless. I would take a Titan Sentry. I'm going to take Armor Shark here. Yeah. Cool. We take Armor Shark. I'm going to re-roll this. Quick. Burnout 1. I should grab the money. Do I take Quick on the Siren? We ever leaning Quick multi-strike maybe here? You could. Right? We could do it. Quick multi-strike, huh? It's not bad. I think I should do it because it's here, is the thing. Quick multi-strike, and then we have the Incant Armor 2 from the Guardian of the Unnamed, which will keep me afloat. Okay, I think it's fine. Mark of Invasion? We should be fine on this, right? I need to maybe be careful, actually. Maybe I should have thought about that a little more. Tethys comes down. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more. Interesting. If you play the Siren, we live, right? Because she quick hits one, we Frozen Lance the other, and she takes 5. It's okay. Yeah, we're not down yet. It's a little riskier than I needed to be here. I definitely need Ember off the back of this. We take the guard up front for sure, and we just send Ice Tornado, which kills the floor. Cool. Good. We send Ice Tornado, and then play a Drag Out, get rid of it. You play Incant. I end up leaking, what, 3 damage here, sadly? Sure, I suppose. It is what we get. Fine. These turns go fast because you're just playing spells, right? I mean, we play these Ice Tornadoes while we can. Just always play Ice Tornado. It's a good spell, it turns out. And then it's just you send it up top, right? Hey, we did it. Cool. Good job. All right. 3 damage taken. Got the trial. It's pretty decent. Hoarfrost Effigy? Why? Why is this in my common pack? I mean, fortunately, it gives me a Crypt Builder and an Ice Tornado. These are honestly the best hits here. You ever just... There's always a Crypt Builder here. Always. 100%. Draft? They showed me the Draft Paraffin Enforcer, and I scoffed. I'm gonna take... Oh, God. Hallow Drippings is not good, huh? That's a tough one. You ever take Draft here and then just send it on what, though? No, it's not good. Hallow Drippings is bad. I have Gauge. It's bad. Molten Encasement. It's okay. No, we skip these. It's fine. These don't help me. Diligent is going to be a concern. I think we go right here. Maybe I go left. Look for some hits. What would I do? -1s are okay. This Remnant Banner is not really it. The dupe is okay as well. Maybe I see a good upgrade. Actually, we're going to go to the dupe side because I want to do the infusion here. Yeah, Spell Chain. Spell Chain 10 and Piercing. Yo, okay, so you do Spell Chain 10 and Piercing and then you dupe the hell out of whatever I put that in. So, what am I putting that in? Titan's Tooth is pretty strong. It's really strong, actually. 10 and Piercing Ice Tornado. This is good, and then it falls off a cliff at the Divinity when you suddenly realize that it's not hitting the units you want it to hit. 10 and Piercing Crypt Builder, though, is pretty powerful. I think it's got to be Crypt Builder, right? This just kills enemies. Yeah, okay. We're going to go hard on shards here, but I think it's going to be good. And then I immediately dupe that Crypt Builder for 15. Remnant Banner is irrelevant. Now, the real question, you ever do the infusion now? No, you don't do the infusion now because what else am I putting on my floor, right? The answer is nothing, and I don't want to go to 75 here. If they show me an X5, I'm super in on it, by the way. Money in exchange for Pyre Health is a bad trade. I'm going to the Steel Shop next. I do see Pyre Remains. Money, 25 life. Going to 12 here is a mistake. I value my life more than this. I'm just gonna leave. That is a tough event. I think it's actually one of the worst events in the game because it's very rare that you have such a dominant position that you can just send 25 Pyre Health. Even the small amount, 5 health for 25 gold, that's a bad trade, right? It's a really bad trade. Okay, I mean, we should be good here. I have the power of this Crypt Builder, so we do Tethys, we do Nameless Siren, I play the Crypt Builder. I don't get to play the other one, but I do get to Frozen Lance the boss at least, which is good. Sure. The quick will be nice, by the way. We get the Guardian in front here. I can play this Titan's Tooth on the boss, which is excellent. And we have Ice Tornadoes for really bad turns. True, true. These units are real problems. It's an excellent Ice Tornado. We save the other one. There's no reason to spend it here. Goes top. Sure, sure. Ice Tornado. Quick kills the Constructed Explosive. Cool. Maybe I can play a unit. Maybe. I think I actually have to play this Tornado downstairs. And then I put the Dreg out. Yeah, I really need to kill these units, huh? I'm going to Titan's Tooth the boss again because I value that Frostbite highly. We're going to Crypt Builder upstairs. And I'm going to just play units, I suppose. Get rid of these. The best of my ability, Leak 2. I could have saved that with the Ice Tornado, but I wanted to save it for a better turn. Yeah. We need to incant, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, Crypt Builder 1, good, kills that man. I wish to Crypt Builder 2 or Titan's Tooth him. I'm just gonna Crypt Builder this man, that's value, and then I can Titan's Tooth appear for the incant. That's fine. We should be okay. Yeah, I mean, you just sent him on big spell. Unga big spell. Alright, he's actually dead to spell damage there, which is pretty cool. Good. That's a good sign. Wax and Spike, Harness the Titan, Devourer of Death. Harness the Titan is fine. I'm drawing enough cards. I need to take spells for Diligent. I can give it a -1, so maybe it doesn't suck as bad with Volatile Gauge. True. I'm ultimately going to be playing 2 of these Sirens infused with guards and hopefully with a multi-strike. If they lack the multi-strike, we're leaning harder into spell damage. Cold Kalia is not it here, I do not believe. I'm not going that route. We'll skip this then. I take Ember. It's interesting because thanks to Conduit, technically I don't need Ember, but I am concerned about being able to play my units, so you should always grab Ember anyway. We have 8 draw as it is, thanks to the stupidity of Gauge, so we'll see. Quick again, Incant Armor 2. Remove units. Get rid of Train Stewards. Holy crap, we do that. We take Conduit 2 here. Definitely. I need to think about how I'm keeping Conduit alive, by the way. You ever just Incant Armor 2 the guard here for safekeeping into this next combat? You might. I'm seriously considering it. It's 25 gold for security. I'm gonna do that. That's actually worthwhile. Reroll this, no multi-strike, yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I'm going to buy 2 removals here into the other Train Stewards. I need to be drawing my spells. I don't have a Steel Shop coming up anyway. True. It's fine. You ever take this Horde? Go to 65 here. How strong am I? I would rather just lean ridiculously hard on duplicating these Crypt Builders at every opportunity. Horde could be a lot of things. It could also be terrible. It could also be double incant or split anvil, which are both fine at best. Let me see, how many more dupes are there? There's 1, 2. 2 dupes. So that's another 30 from these Crypt Builders, right? True. True. So that takes me to 80. I do need an additional, I don't know, some amount. I'll take the Horde, sure. Votive Key is curious. Tethys Scales is actually the hit, though, right? A 50% chance to turn this Crypt Builder into a super nuke. Votive Key, I mean, it keeps Tethys alive, I guess. Is that how I keep Tethys alive on the Divinity? You just redraw her every turn? You laugh. I laugh, but I'm seriously considering it. You play top floor and you let Tethys die repeatedly. Alright, I think it is correct. It's actually a good votive key hit. I can put her in front or something. This combat's no big deal. I have these spell chain crypt builders. I've managed to remove 4 train stewards, so I'm not worried. Yeah, but like this turn, you can't play both your guard and your siren here. Just can't be done. Who needs this more? You ever just face tank with Tethys? Yeah, you do. And I play the... What do I play here? What is my unit? I think it is the Siren. But I mean, I'm not incanting a bunch, is the thing. But I am going to incant a little bit, I suppose. Send a drag on a lower floor. We can easily hold on to these ice tornadoes for a better turn. I'm gonna Titan's Tooth middle here because I want the money and that Frostbite is good. And I'm gonna start playing out these units. Oh no, I have to remove those units. Oh my god, they have endless. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Ooh, boy. I mean, you just Crypt Builder here. Right, boop. Crypt Builder, boop, Crypt Builder, good job, we just incant. Sure. I cannot play the Dreg. I guess I'll play the Harness the Titan here. Actually, I should have thought about this a little bit earlier. Yeah, fine, okay. Can't play that Dreg, man. You just can't. It's bad. Ooh, buddy. This is another Harness the Titan turn. You just Ice Tornado and Ice Tornado and Tethys everything to death. We'll leave that Crypt Builder in. These dregs are abysmal. Interesting. I do maybe get the guard in, right? I can guard and then Crypt Builder. We're okay. Yeah, I can guard here. Him getting endless is fine. Crypt Builder is value. We get another copy, which is unplayable, but it's fine. Okay. I do lose the Harnesser in the back here. I take 8. I can play a Dreg and get it killed because I put the guard in this turn. It's fine. We get to replay Tethys. The nice thing about Tethys being a tank like this is she actually is, it's okay, right? I do get to clear this floor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, alright, so you put Tethys in the back now. True. You then harness the Titan. Crypt Builder. Crypt Builder. Frozen Lance. We go downstairs and we Titan's Tooth the boss. Cool. That's good. I think I actually just Crypt Builder this dude in front down here. And we chill on the Ice Tornadoes for a better turn. Oh yeah, this is the turn you're looking to have, right? Think about this. This is the turn you want to have. And we just kill with spell damage. I mean, we did like 700 damage in spell damage there. If you can assemble that, we're pretty good. Guardian's Amulet? Frenzied Swarm? I mean, I'll click Frenzied Swarm. I can give it a 0 and a holdover, sure. Resin removal? I need to click spells, but it's tough. Frenzied Swarm is not ideal because gauge, but having a couple spells like that is fine. Ah, skip these. These are not it. I need damage spells exclusively. I'm going to go and duplicate this Crypt Builder again because it is just the strongest card in my deck by so wide a margin. You spell chain what here? Titan's Tooth is actually pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, it kills backlines all of a sudden. Sure. Sure. You may be wondering why I didn't do the infuse and dupe on the Siren here, and the answer is simply that it doesn't add enough value, right? We get more armor on the floor and another hit, but I can just spell damage this and we're okay. And I have the late game temple, so I can always do it on ring 8, which is my plan. So cool, no more shard takes. I basically get 25, 40. I'm going to 130 here, and then we just votive key Tethys back repeatedly, and I think we're going to be okay. Crystal Cloak is a concern, but again, I can just spell damage kill everything, so it's fine. I need to focus pretty hard on removals coming up. So we're going to the Steel Shop. This is a really good turn. I can actually play both of my units here. And I can send a Dreg. Wow. You play one Crypt Builder downstairs, and then we play the other Crypt Builder just to generate the Purge copy. And we leave the Purge copies in for now. I don't feel like playing those out, yeah. Yeah, Frozen Lance, Crypt Builder. And we leave the Purge copy in. I draw 8, so I can hold these 2 Ice Tornadoes for a good turn. Yeah, like, this is a potentially not great turn, but it's fine. I can Ice Tornado here, no problem. I took Spikes, by the way, which is why I took the Endless into Siren, because she's going to attack and get herself killed. I have a Reform. That's a weird choice for me to take. I need to play one of these Ice Tornadoes, so I'm going to just play it, and it'll have to be fine. I don't want to reform this Dreg. This Dreg is bad. This Dreg is bad. Yeah, I'm going to save these cards. I think I don't want to play this Frenzied Swarm yet. I maybe should play this Wicked Blaze, huh? Yeah, because it brings back this Dreg, so you can now give the Dreg Endless, and we can get rid of the other Dreg in the process, so it's okay. It's not great, but it's fine, I suppose. Okay, this turn looks real bad, but we can do it. We have the Harness the Titan first, which lets me... Wow, it looks weird playing this Titan's Tooth and having nothing happen to the defender because of the overcharge tank. This is a Purge copy Crypt Builder. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to Titan's Tooth first. Alright, then I'm going to Ice Tornado and hopefully kill the front dude, and then we can Crypt Builder this man in the back, and he's just super dead. So we're gonna Titan's Tooth him here. What am I drawing into? Oh, I have so many good cards. We're okay. I'm going to Ice Tornado him to death then, and I'm going to Titan's Tooth for the incant. And we drop everything else. Yeah, it's a good turn. Ice Tornado clears the floor. Very good. These are Purge copies. I can play them on the lower floor. It's true. One of them is not a Purge copy. Bonk one of those dudes on bottom. Actually, I think I should bonk both, right? Frozen Lance is up here. I'm just going to punch this overcharge tank because he got upgraded. We are killing him, which is good. I will... Which one's the most expensive one? This guy right here. So we're going to play that one. I'm going to come downstairs. I'm going to double Purge, slam bottom floor here. Cool. I'm actually going to play the other one now. Good. This opens up Crystal Cloak to future Crypt Builders. I'm looking for spell damage kills here, basically. So, Harness the Titan upstairs. I will Crypt Builder 1. Frozen Lance, Crypt Builder. Sure, we're looking for good spell hits here. Oh yeah, we get it. Off the back of just big spell damage here. Yeah, we kill with spell damage. Cool. I mean, that's a really good turn, if you can pull it off. But you kind of plan around this. Man, Memorial Fund, I guess. It probably is worth at least 5 deaths in this game. I will lose 5 units, probably. I should click Ice Storm. Yeah, it's a damage spell that plays into Diligent and doesn't suck. Fatal Melting. Nothing is dying. In fact, I can't play my units. Although I could just get Tethys killed a bunch and then it's okay. Sure, you know what? Sure. I need to take spells though. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're almost at the point of being strong enough. We remove dregs because they are horrendously bad. Yep. Show me a multi-strike, you unbelievably bad video game. Oh, thank heavens. Oh my god, we've done it. The multi-strike, it exists. Show me an overflow. Coward game. I want to trade for this relic. Take a couple hits on Pyre Health first. Jack strips? Sure. 15 is about as much as I was going to spend on life there. I was going to start doing money next, but that works out in my favor. A 10 in piercing. Ooh. 10 and piercing Titan's Tooth now. Alright, fine. You convinced me. It's very strong. Okay, so now I'm at a point with that multi-strike where I'm happy to do the infuse and dupe on ring 8. We're gonna buy another removal on a dreg here. Yeah. These removals on dregs are big value. Having 2 in the deck, I don't know, maybe it gives me some Memorial Fund value. I'm basically just looking to draw hardcore through this run. 105 into Curse Fell. Yikes. I mean, this is good. This is fine though, right? It's fine, I think. We'll be okay. Turn 1 says I probably need to play bottom floor. Yeah, Ultimate Penance. I mean, we're just going to get sent by these curses. I'm going to take Tethys in front as before. Let's see, Nameless Siren, and then we're going to Ice Tornado here. Take this 5. Tethys in front is weird, but maybe she dies and it's okay. I mean, this is a good turn, right? Titan's Tooth 1. And then you Titan's Tooth 2. And this lets me punch through 3 of her spell shield and then also just crack her with Crypt Builder twice. Pretty good. I'm going to Purifying Cleanse Tethys so she's forced to die. And then I don't want to play this dreg. I guess this dreg is technically worth some money. Even though it gets endless. Eventually it burns out, it's fine. Okay. It's a good looking Fatal Melting. Who, buddy? You should play the Crypt Builder first, by the way. I don't want to take this Ultimate Penance here. I will take Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance. Fatal Melting is a free incant. It's fine. I should save the Ice Tornado here. Yeah, okay. This man burns out, but he's worth 5 gold to me. Remember, if 5 things die on this in this run, we technically reach the same value I would have gotten as if Memorial Fund had been sold. That's really depressing. That's really depressing. Wow. Just blow up bottom floor, right? We just incant. I'll leave in these purge copies. I want to be able to turn out really strong turns on Fel when she's downstairs. Tethys burned out. Hell yeah, Tethys. Let's see, 3 waves remaining. There's this one. If I give her that Purifying Cleanse, then she takes 1 burnout here, 2 remaining. Burnout 2, 1 remaining, burnout 1, dies, replays on Relentless. Okay, so I can give her this. Now the question is, then I have to take these penances, right? By playing the Purifying Cleanse. All of these cards are basically free if they do damage because of Tethys eventually getting played. I think you actually just give up the Ghost on Tethys here and we put her in the middle. I'm going to put her in front, actually. It's still fine. Ice Tornado, Frozen Lance. Huh. A surprisingly good turn. Everything dies and Tethys dies. And I get both of these out. Huh. Yeah, actually, pretty cool. Cool, actually, that was a really good turn. Now, this turn, not so great. I'm going to play Tethys in front again. I will play Wicked Blaze for the incant. Okay, Tethys definitely does not die now. Great. It's okay. She can just kind of face tank. Her damage is not relevant. And if she dies in Relentless, it technically earns me money, so sure. I would like to put damage into Fel. So we're going to take the Titan's Tooth on middle. Look at this. Fatal Melting technically does damage now. Wow. How strong am I? I'm doing 200 damage. I have 160 life. She's going to be doing, what, like 50? So I get like 3 rounds. So I need to be respecting Fel here. I'm only doing about like 600 to 700 in Relentless right now. So I could, what? You probably want to just send a Titan's Tooth into her. It is pretty large value overall. I'm going to accept the penance. I think I do need to. I could also put Crypt Builder into her for 100 damage, which is pretty good. It also opens up the mid-floor. We clear bottom no matter what, right? I'm not worried about this. Yeah, so here's the deal. I'm going to now... Yeah, I think I'm going to Crypt Builder her. We're going to come downstairs. And I'm going to incant this floor now. And we take the 5 here. Right, because we're doing, like I said, oh, we're actually doing better than I thought. 1,240 here. Pretty decent. Harness a Titan. Frozen Lance. Ice Tornado. Wow, we actually get the kill. Huh. I'm not going to click the days. I mean, I guess I may as well, right? We still get Tethys killed, which is another 5 gold. Okay. I guess in that universe I didn't need to take the 5 damage. I underestimated Fel's damage there. It's okay. I'm fine with that. Wax and Spike, Wickless Recruitment. I mean, no. These are not damage spells. They don't play nicely with what I'm trying to do. I don't want to apply Burnout to my floor. I just take draw. My play is, alternatively, it could be space and you put Tethys middle and we save her that way. But I'm actually just super fine with the Votive Key Gauge synergy because Gauge never makes Tethys cost more than 0. Right? It's a fine approach. If I take draw here, I just play top floor and she dies every turn but comes back and she takes this draw. She could even face tank the floor, which is kind of funny. Sure, it's fine. Our plan for Tethys is to get her killed every turn. Sure. I do want to remove the other 2 dregs here. They are abysmal. I get to see this magic shop, which is great. Because I would love to put some +10s or something in Ice Tornadoes or Ice Storms. -1 going into Wicked Blaze and Frenzied Swarm and Harness the Titan is good as well. I also no longer require Merchants of Steel because I have the fully upgraded Sirens. Sure, and maybe I see an overflow, right? Cool. All right, get rid of the dregs. They are abysmal. They are the worst cards in this deck by so far a margin. It's hard to describe. Intrinsic Spell Chain, probably not. I don't know, unless you show me a holdover, I guess. 20 Consume actually is pretty good in a Frozen Lance here. I'm okay burning these Frozen Lances because it means I draw Crypt Builders faster, and this keeps it around for Diligent, which I like. The first -1 goes into Harness the Titan because this card is actually good for my deck. Reroll it. Holdover. Holdover Frenzied Swarm is surprisingly interesting to me. Okay, I have to think. We're going Conduit 3, for sure. There's no universe I don't. This is really good because now everything is free, except for a 3-cost Crypt Builder that rolls in my hand as 3. Then the Spell Chain copy costs 1, but I have Ember, so it's fine. Oh. Wow, Frozen Nostalgia would have been sick here. But I can't swing it. If I had taken space, you can't bank on this. If I had taken space, I could have slammed Frozen Nostalgia and then played top floor anyway with a holdover Frenzied Swarm. Value. But no, we end up taking space here, and it's fine. It lets me flex a little bit on Divinity. Sure. I now have the option to play middle if I so choose, which is okay. They do show me Intrinsic Holdover Frenzied Swarm, which is worth discussing. My main problem is I don't really care if it is intrinsic, right? I do think I hold it over, though. Yeah, I do think I hold it over. It kind of negates the value of the quick a little bit, but I don't know, the quick provided value on other combats, so I'm okay with that too. We're doing the dupe, and so we're doing the infusion and the dupe on the next floor, which is an additional 40, takes me to 145. 145, man. It's tough because at 145, there's a serious argument for going to 150 just to maybe see that relic on between the Divinity and Diligent. -1s are big value. We always click this. The question is just, does it go into Frenzied Swarm? Now, they could show me a -2. A -2 holdover Frenzied Swarm is much stronger. Alright, I mean, you got my attention. I could put this -1 and give up on it, or I could just put this -1 into, like, Wicked Blaze for the moment. I mean, I don't really care about Wicked Blaze. Let's be real here. The +10 goes into Ice Storm, by the way, every time. Make this card actually useful. I don't really care about Wicked Blaze. The thing is that it is a card that I took simply as a hedge against Diligent, pretty much. It was also the hedge against maybe playing a Reform line. This card is not worth upgrading. That's a true statement. That card is not worth upgrading. I think you hold over Frenzied Swarm here. And then we just send the Ice Tornadoes every turn. They're basically my version of a Frozen Lance in this deck here, so Purifying Cleanse is a pretty bad spell too, all things considered. I'm probably removing those. Oh man, Diligent though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 if I remove the Purifying Cleanses. That's risky into Diligent. Now you could leave in Purge copies of Crypt Builders, and Purge copies of Titan's Tooth. Those kind of count. But those might be enough. Going to 17, I think that might actually be enough. I'm going to hold over the Frenzied Swarm. I think this is good. Yeah, it is good. It means that the enemies do not attack my sirens on the turns where I don't kill them, which may be more common than I'd like to admit. Alternatively, Harness the Titan is a cute holdover here because I'll always have things to buff with it, but I think that's... I'm not as keen on that. We're going to hold over Frenzied Swarm. Yes. Yes, I think that is true. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to buy the -1, unbelievably. There's just, I mean, maybe it is Wicked Blaze. All right, fine. I'm keeping Wicked Blaze for emergency. Intrinsic, no. Spell Chain is good, but on what? Spell Chain Ice Storm. This is not strong enough right now. Yeah, it's not strong enough. We're going to skip that. I need to be careful about going too hard on shards. If they show me a -2, I put that -2 in Frenzied Swarm, and I feel really confident about the run. If they don't, I'm probably going to take a +30 or a +10 in Piercing here just to put me over 150. We're pretty high on shards, but you have to understand our shards are valuable. This is Penitent. Heaven's Seal of... I mean, I guess I'm glad it... technically, if it were Spell Shield, I wouldn't have cared because I have so much piercing. This is kind of scary. You're going to get a 290 upgrade or a Purifier upgrade on turn 1. I technically do enough spell damage to kill them, assuming I draw well enough. I value this money pretty highly, but I also value my Pyre health pretty highly. Leaking a single Gilded Wings represents 80 here. I don't think I can click this. I think this is too risky. We turn it off. Yeah, okay, so I mean, would we get it? No, I don't think so, because it would require me to draw the perfect coalescence of Crypt Builders on the turn with the stupid Gilded Wings. I'm going to keep giving Tethys Endless in front. I'm actually super chill with this. We play the Harness the Titan here. I will create the Crypt Builder, and I will play Fatal Melting here. I lose Frenzied Swarm, but it's cool. I'll just redraw it. I'm drawing 9 cards a turn for what it's worth. How expensive is everything? Very. I'm going to play the Self-Mutilation. I value my Pyre health. We're just going to click cards. Right? We just click cards. I could Ice Tornado middle. Yeah, I value that. Leave in the purge copies of things because it means I get to see better densities on turns where they matter. I mean, it's pretty hard to play this Self-Mutilation. Let's see what this looks like if I just play out the cards, though. Okay, I mean, we kill it. So we do get to play the Self-Mutilation then, which is pretty neat. I'll hold on to that Ice Storm. Ice Tornado, rather. I'm going to Purify and Cleanse Tethys again. Leave in the Purge copy. This unit is already dead and does not know it. Sure. I value leaving in Purge copies. We're going to start taking a ton of curse damage here. Although Frenzied Swarm is back. Oh, snap. Actually... Huh. You know? Yeah, alright. Frenzied Swarm technically saves me all this curse damage. The downside of the Frenzied Swarm is it means it's a problem with... I have to redraw these curses. So if I can play the curses, I think it is still worth it to do so. Yeah, so like in this case, you play one curse, you play the Ice Storm. These Crypt Builders auto-cast when I play the Frenzied Swarm, so you may as well put them on another floor here. Like, check this. We're just going to blast this floor. I'm actually going to put it on bottom here, because it kills the Steel Wings. Oh, we get him on next turn anyway. Yeah, just Frenzied Swarm, son. Send it. Alright. We get 5 gold from Tethys. Cool. I cannot Purify and Cleanse her, so we put her in middle now. She now just face tanks in Relentless, possibly. I'm gonna put her in front again. You can't stop me. Wow, Fatal Melting gets to kill something. Unbelievable. I'm probably going to Frenzied Swarm out the Crypt Builder middle again, so we do Self-Mutilation, Titan's Tooth, Ice Tornado, Frenzied Swarm, kill the Steel Wings. Okay, so definitely glad I didn't take the trial, but, you know, fine. Now, this boss, how do I respect this boss? I'm doing 250 in the back. We should keep incanting upstairs, is the truth of this. I could send this man. It's hard to skip out on 300 spell damage, but I guess I will because Frenzy Swarm rolled 3 and I decided not to play it. So we just go and incant, it's fine. Sure, we just need to incant up here, is the trick. Play the curse. Tethys is going to die anyway, so I may as well give her the Purifying Cleanse for the incant. Take the spell. Doing 350 up top. We get through it. Play the spells that do not hit the enemy. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to click anything because you could mess this up. But we have 240 armor on our shark because he has incant armor 5 right now, which is pretty decent. Makes him pretty formidable for Relentless. What eventually happens, I put this into the Siren and I dupe her, so we have incant armor 4 to the floor. It's going to be similar. Okay. I technically get another 5 gold too. The Memorial Fund has paid for itself. It is worth at least 25 gold. Wow. I'm going to click another Titan's Tooth. Ooh, Subsuming Blade. You're a little late, but you're a pretty good ping. It's a little late, but it's a pretty good... I'm going to click it. It's late, but I'm fine with that, actually. We're going left for sure. What do you got, -2? No, -2, but you got him at 10 piercing. Okay, so we first commit by putting a -1 in that Frenzied Swarm. This caps its cost at 2 with Gauge, which is at least something. Sure. Remove, Consume, Surge, Stone. I don't know, I was gonna say, do you have a double incant? But apparently not. Alright, so do the things we have to do here. Shark has done great. It is now time for Siren to rise from the ashes. I'm gonna dupe her right now. Very good. I will go over 150 for a 10 and piercing into the other Titan's Tooth, maybe? Either that or Ice Storm. I think it's just the other Titan's Tooth, right? This is a really good card. That's scary. 2 removals. It is Purifying Cleanse. Time to go. I drafted spells from the previous combat, which helps a lot here. I got an extra Titan's Tooth, and I picked up Subsuming Blade, which is good. Cool. 20 and Consume on a Frozen Lance. Good. I'm not re-rolling that Trinket Shop, by the way. There's a strong likelihood if I re-rolled this, I couldn't afford the relic anyway, and the only relic I would really jump on is what? Founding Seal, I suppose. So, yeah. We're gonna 20 and Consume. I need to make my spells strong, honestly. Is it Fatal Melting? I mean, if I face tank with Tethys and then use Votive Key, use her as a chump blocker, this technically becomes more useful overall. Pretty bad though, right? Compared to a Titan's Tooth. I'm just gonna give it Consume 20. I think it's actually better. Sure. Remove Consume. No. Reroll it. Permafrost. Is there ever anything I wish to permafrost? No. The +10 here, Ice Storm, make this card even better. I was hoping for another holdover. I would have holdover 10 and piercing that Titan's Tooth here, but it's fine not hitting that. -1. All these spells go free except for Wicked Blaze, I suppose. Meh. Meh. I'm going to probably put a +10 into Subsuming Blade so it's immediately valuable. I don't know. Actually, what I'm going to probably do instead is 10 in Piercing the Titan's Tooth and then give it a +10. This is good because it actually kills a 30 HP unit, which is an upgraded Purifier. So this I value a fair bit. Yeah, sure, does 35 damage. The -1, I'll stick it into Wicked Blaze here. No reason not to. And I will buy a removal, probably. Yeah. Sure enough. Buy a removal into what? That's a good question, actually. -1 can go into Wicked Blaze. I mean, why remove, right? I could afford this removal. What do I remove? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 spells right now. Depending on if you include the purge copies or not, we're probably okay on Diligent. What do you remove here, then? It would be just a Frozen Lance, right? Just draw me more Crypt Builders every turn. I think we're okay to do this. Burn a Frozen Lance here. Go to exactly 0 money. Every death from Memorial Fund was helpful. Thank you, Tethys, for your sacrifices. I think we've done about as well as we realistically could have into this run, so let's clear Diligent and hope for the best. 155 shards is aggro. That is, how do we say, aggro. That's like, it's a shocking amount of aggro here. So first turn, I'm almost certainly Fatal Melting downstairs. I don't think it's bottom floor. I can just Frenzied Swarm away bad, scary things. I'm going to put Tethys in front again because I think it's okay. She chump blocks eventually. We take Siren. Let's see. I need to be careful about my consume spells, right? So what we do is I'm going to burn the Frozen Lance upstairs. I'm going to spend a Titan's Tooth downstairs. Yes. I'm going to Ice Tornado upstairs. I'm going to save this Fatal... Oh man, I want to kill with this Fatal Melting. Burns an extra card, but I'll leave in a Purge copy. I won't, though, because I have the Frenzied Swarm. So I need to stop these curses. These are going to be a real problem for me. I'm going to Frenzied Swarm here. On bottom floor because it kills and does some work. It's not a good turn 1. But it's okay. I have to play the Siren. Sure. I'm going to burn Wicked Blaze here. Sure. We play Frozen Lance. I know the fact that the Siren rolled 3 means I lose my Frenzied Swarm. So, you know, life kind of sucks. But it's fine. I can't play anything. So, I mean, I guess we just send it on Seraph and hope for the best here. I should leave in this Purge copy now. Take 1. It's an unfortunate draw order, but it's kind of what you have to expect here. Okay. Burning a Frozen Lance upstairs. I do have the good Titan's Tooth. I'm going to play it on bottom. This is what I meant. The +10 and the +10 in Piercing means that this actually kills this upgraded Purifier, and it gets some Frostbite on Diligent. Great news. I should have harnessed the Titans first, by the way. We just incant upstairs, leave in some Purge copies. I'm going to play the Mutilation out because I really hate that one. I'll just accept another 2 from Vengeful Shards. Leave in some Purge copies. Save the Ice Tornado for next turn. Fine. Okay. I think I've left in enough Purge copies at this stage. Okay. The Consume is Frozen Lance. I'm going to harness the Titan. Self-mutilation here. We Ice Tornado. I get a free Crypt Builder. Ooh, wow, fancy. It's fine. We just send it upstairs, I think. Just blast this man. I need to incant is the thing. Even that Purge copy. I will play the Fatal Melting at least. I need to be incanting so I win Relentless. We're only doing 300 damage right now. Take another one from a Vengeful Shard. Okay, he's on top. Purge copy. I left this in specifically for this reason. We're going to Titan's Tooth the boss here. Absolutely every time. Because it's value. I might consider punch. No, I'm going to accept the curse here. We go on top. We go on top. This is free damage into Diligent. I need to value free damage into Diligent here. I mean, he took about a 900-ish there. Yeah, good. I'll take it. That is a really good turn. That gives me a lot of reasonable confidence into this upcoming everything I'm doing. Harness the Titan comes out. Subsuming Blade is good here, actually. I can play it at 1 and kill that Purifier on middle. Good. I will take the Ice Tornado because, yeah, there's an R. It sometimes kills the Gilded Wings. And we take the Incant. I then play Frenzied Swarm here. Cool. I did get Tethys killed by doing that, but remember, we can play Tethys in front. She's endless. It's like I planned for it. This is not a Purge copy. This is not a Purge copy, so we burn the Ice Tornado here. True enough. I'm running out of spells a little bit, but it's fine. Is this the good one? No, it's not. It's the bad one. However, though, I think I do need to play this Titan's Tooth into Diligent here. It's a really strong play into this next floor. And then I can simply Frenzied Swarm for the other one. We do it up top, though. I want these incants here. Yeah, sure. Cool, and then it discards all of those Vengeful Shards. Cool. Frenzied Swarm is doing great work. Okay, running out of spells we are, but we are doing 600 damage on the floor with about 100 life each. It's not great, but we have 35 Frostbite. I think we get through this. I maybe have to spend Titan's Tooths. Maybe. I'm debating. I should consume a Titan. The Ice Storm upstairs is the death here. This Titan's Tooth on bottom, I mean, the Frostbite is going to add up, is the thing. Also, Frenzied Swarm rolled 0 here, which is great. I'm going to spend the Titan's Tooth downstairs here. I will Frozen Ice. I need to incant, is the thing. Like, we incant here. And then we Frenzied Swarm this. Actually, I can Self-Mutilation, get rid of this. I don't want to redraw it. Good. This is triple incants. It's value. I think I value that a lot. Yeah, good. Cool. I'll accept the curse for it. Okay, now, next turn is not pretty, but we have the Subsuming Blade, which kills the... It doesn't kill the front dude. Wow. I could use it to kill Tethys. I think it's time to burn Harness the Titan here, by the way. It's Harness the Titan burned one last time. You do Self-Mutilation 1. We need to keep this one Ember alive for Frenzied Swarm as a free turn next turn, which is good. We just play everything out pretty much, right? There's just no reason not to. I now can get the Subsuming Blade. Genius. Ice Storm. Doesn't matter, really. Sure. It's fine. We're doing now 400-ish to the floor. I think we win. It's close. But we have this turn as well, which I think matters. Just burn everything. Alright, we get it. Look. It wasn't pretty, but we get it. Diligent was scary. Okay? I need to talk to you about that. Diligent was very scary. We took 4 from Vengeful Shards. I mean, he burned my entire deck, added a bunch of trash. We don't get an event. Come on, Monster Train. Oh, I was hoping for something. Okay, so now I need to just send it upstairs because the mini-bosses scare me. I didn't get blank pages or the other one, and you're of course not guaranteed to, but fine. Tethys, your services are always valued. Just send it. Every single turn, we're taking an incant. I should kill an enemy on bottom floor. Okay, I killed an enemy on bottom floor. Look at me, I'm doing it. Alright, Tethys, thank you again for your services. It's great news. Cool. I do see the Frenzied Swarm at long last. Okay, Frenzied Swarm costs 1 energy. At 11 damage on the Subsuming Blade, we can kill 1 enemy here. It's fine. We then go upstairs, we send it. Just, we need to incant like no one understands what we're doing. I need these numbers to go up. Now, fortunately, Volatile Gauge helps a lot with this, but Tethys lived, oh no. Okay. Frozen Lance? Sure, get it. Kill a man. Good job. Subsuming Blade? You're at what, 19 now? Oh, but you cost 3. Can't play you on another floor. Okay. This is going to be Titan's Tooth downstairs, the big one, I believe. Yeah, it's the big one downstairs. Let's see. Yeah, for sure. It's the big one downstairs because I'd like to do a little extra damage to this wave. It leaves enough Ember for Frenzied Swarm, but it clears out a lot of the scary stuff from that floor. We just send it, upstairs. Can't play the Subsuming Blade anywhere else. Kill a man. Good job. Send it. Send it. Just keep sending it. You cannot stop me. It's too powerful. I need to incant, man. I need to incant like you don't understand. Tethys, I believe. Oh my god. Inquisitor has a 800 life. Okay, buddy. Alright. I need to kill the man in front of him. Top floor is also terrifying. So let's vaguely think about how we don't lose the top floor first. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. Use a Frozen Lance here. Send an Ice Tornado. Send another one. Send the Ice Storm here. Sure. Hey, we got this man under 110, which means I can use the Crypt Builder I just made to kill him. Excellent news. And I come downstairs. I'm going to kill the Overcharged Apprentice in front. Now, I could let Tethys die and replay her and push 110 into this boss. That could be correct. But dropping Frenzied Swarm feels like a mistake. It is a mistake. Yeah, dropping Frenzied Swarm is for sure a mistake. We'll have turns to load into that man. I'm not worried about it. Like this turn, for instance, I can send a Crypt Builder for 2 Ember onto him, which is good value. Okay, cool. So we take the Harness the Titan first. This is a good Harness the Titan turn. Let's see. Wicked Blaze is free. I mean, it's a free incant, sure. We did roll 0 on Frenzied Swarm, which is nice. I would like to preserve the 2-cost Crypt Builder, maybe get some value out of it elsewhere. Right? You kick 1, and then we can now Subsuming Blade that man to death. Let's see. I could clear the Light Harnessers on bottom floor with a Titan's Tooth. I also, of course, always have the option of using Frenzied Swarm to unload everything on a floor. How much am I doing here? I'm doing roughly 300 if I play everything up top on the back and 250 in the front. So I'm doing about 550 damage. My next turn is kind of nasty. I drew all my Crypt Builders this turn, it looks like. I might not be able to do a lot of spell damage into him next turn. I probably should respect the Inquisitor a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to Titan's Tooth downstairs because I'm a little scared of these Light Harnessers. And then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to Ice Tornado. Sure. I'm going to Titan's Tooth up here, which is good. I'm going to... I'm gonna lean in this top floor, I think. We just need these incants, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just need these incants, I think. Now, I could... I let Tethys die. It means I do have to redraw her. There is a chance I hit this one last Crypt Builder in here. Or do I leave Tethys alive? That's a good argument for both. I think the 3 incants are worth a lot of value here. So I'm just going to Frenzied Swarm up top. I mean, it pushes 700-ish into the boss. The boss is not feeling very good. I'm worried about these mini-bosses. This dude is scary. Okay, but we hit the Crypt Builder, so we're fine. We kill him. Good job. Just incant now. I should redraw stuff next turn. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Save Tethys. Cool. Good job. That is a real big help. I'm looking for one of my Titan's Tooths. Yeah. Wicked Blaze, you're a free incant. Good job. Go, buddy. Harness Titan upstairs. Seems good. Titan's Tooth is huge value on middle. I can afford to play it, so we do that. I do want to kill that Spikes dude. Good. Frozen Lance. Titan's Tooth. Ice Tornado. Good hits. Crypt Builder. Huh. Frozen Lance, of course. Do I let Tethys die finally? In exchange for killing this Clip Defender? No, because my next turn is cracked. Oh, my next turn is going to blast this. And we got Slate with 855. All right, we're winning. I have reasonably high confidence that we're winning this run with this draw order. Right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Subsuming Blade kills the man in front. Unbelievable hits. Wow. Okay, so I have a really good Titan's Tooth I can play out here that is going to kill the Shade Wings in the back because I don't know what my next turn is other than this Crypt Builder. 0-cost Frenzied Swarm is a high roll. It is. We're just going to play the spells I know I want to play up top here. So like the Ice Tornadoes, fine. Okay, Titan's Tooth goes middle. This is good. Cool. I can Crypt Builder this thing. Yeah, I mean, this is all fine, right? We just keep Tethys alive, we incant. We're at a point where our numbers are good enough. We're winning Relentless, and we win this run. Titan's Tooth means I don't get curses next turn. This is a slam pick, always, every time. I'm clicking that here. Good. Doing it again on middle is also really good. Frenzied Swarm rolled 0, so I can do this. That makes my Relentless very secure. We already killed the top floor. We're winning. This is a W. I should probably crypt builder on middle, huh? Yeah, sure, I will. Kill a man, it's good. Now we're just gonna work on top floor here. Yeah, seems good to me. Cool. Big value, big value. You know, look how much I've done this on this combat. Look at this, the votive key Frontline Tethys. You know, that's gotta be the name of this episode, right? Titan's Tooth, huge. You know, I gotta give a lot of credit to the frickin', where is this card? Harness the Titan? Because of my card draw, Harness the Titan is actually really good here. I got the Divinity down to 118 life with spells and random overflow. Look at this man, he's having a bad day. You okay over there, man? The Divinity still exists, one of space and time. Get the hell out of my train. Alright, cool. We take these. We take these. I think this is very good. Cool. Alright. Awesome. What a good run. 155 shards, Tethys Frontline. Okay. You know that's going to be the title of the episode, right? Frontline Tethys. It seems reasonable, right? It's a completely reasonable line. Totally. The score is okay. We take the win. Let's look at the challenge now. That was a fun run. That was actually a pretty good Tethys run. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's look at our friend. What happened here? Did you do the same thing? Gauge, conduit. Okay. I mean, this wins, right? Like, you get there, really, is the thing. It's not as bad as you're thinking. But the reason you lose is because you didn't go ham. This is actually a very interesting situation, right? So this line wins, but you need to upgrade the hell out of a spell and then make a bunch of them. This is one of the biggest things that you can do with Conduit Tethys. There's two ways you play her, right? The first way is probably the way you're thinking, which is you use her as a cost reduction and you make her a good incanter, basically. You make everything free, you just incant, you take a bunch of draw, you incant like 9 times a turn. Cool. That's good. The other way you play her is you upgrade the hell out of a spell. You go hard on shards. You dupe that spell so many times that as many times as the game will let you, and then you probably hopefully have some kind of an incant line alongside it that is also going to scale up alongside your big spells. So this is a very classic example of a run that's stronger at high shards than it is at low shards. This is the kind of run that can go to 200 shards because it excels in runs that go to 200 shards because it can take huge spell upgrades. You just upgrade everything, right? Genuinely upgrade everything is my approach there. Like Titan's Tooth was huge here. I'm glad you at least put something in it, but the double stack was not it. I think the spell chains are the big value here, in my opinion. It's extra incants, but it's also extra effect. Paraffin Thug, this is kind of a desperation take. I didn't grab this, man. We had the Nameless Siren at that point and the guard, so sure. Cool. I also think you needed to buy some removals on Train Stewards here beyond just the 2 you get from the Vortex, right? These cards are a tragedy in this run. Let's look at our run. This run, I felt really strong here. You can see what we did, right? So the first thing I did was, okay, I think it was smart how I played it, right? There was a little bit of meta knowledge because of what was told to me about this run. I think I would say that in this particular case, that was too much info. Telling me that you yeeted your run on a bad relic, probably too much info. Simply because I could deterministically figure out what you probably meant by that, which ultimately means that I know too much. I know what's coming probably. So that's not good. I think that tells me too much. Still, I think the way I discussed this on Ring 1, where I decided, okay, I've got a set of cards that are really good for Volatile Gauge here, but I need to make sure I have Conduit to consider it. So let me look at in the rare circumstance, let me look at the Forge first, check for Conduit, grab it, and then if they show me Gauge, I can take it. I think I played that correctly, and I think I played that the way that you should be thinking about that. in this start, if you were playing this run blind with no prior knowledge and you have a start that includes double ice tornadoes and a Titan's Tooth, you should, with Tethys, by the way, you should consider, what if I hit Volatile Gauge? What do I do? Let me make sure I get Conduit first. This is a very important consideration for pick your champion before your relic. It's rare that I do this. I do it with Fade every time because her paths are so divergent that you need to know your relics before you choose your Fade. But with other champions, it's fairly rare that I will look at the relic. Wait a second. It's fairly rare that I look at the relic second. Yes. It's very usual for me to look at the champion second, the relic first, because usually what that means is the relic is more formative. It will inform which of your champion paths you should take, for instance. Even in Tethys' case, right? I mean, as you can look at the relic, you see Cuddlebeard, and now suddenly you want to grab Chillwind, right? Or maybe you see Totem Fragment, right? That kind of informs what you're looking to do. Maybe if you're shown Chillwind and Totem Fragment, you might go, okay, that's fine. Whereas otherwise, I might have taken Conduit for spell damage. There's a lot of different things there. So I think the way we played this was correct. We navigated into a surefire gauge start that seemed safe. We took Fell's Remorse. Of course, you always take Ember with the gauge. You're basically exchanging your first draw relic like this. You get 3 draw here. And you take Gauge, and you take the Fell's Remorse for Ember, cool. We had that +5 incant Armor Shark for a long time. That incant armor too was really valuable. I took it just as a, you know what, it's going to be safe, and it ended up being valuable for like half the run. So that was really cool. Eventually on Ring 8, we infused and then duped because we had the upgrades and it made sense to have that extra hit. Really valuable. Frenzied Swarm was huge. We had a triple curse combat. Wow, yeah. Curse Fell, Purifiers, and then Diligent. And the discard from Frenzied Swarm was huge. It saved us a lot of damage on Purifiers. It saved us a lot of damage on... I don't think I had it on Fell, did I? No, I did have it on Fell. Yes, I did. So it saved me damage there too. It was good. Yeah, because I did discard there. Right. This Crypt Builder is the jam. I love Crypt Builder in my Conduit runs, especially with Gauge like this. Spell Chain is huge because these are double incants now. Basically a single spell that represents 2 incants and is 2 damage spells. Insane value. This Titan's Tooth was huge. This other Titan's Tooth also huge. You saw that the +10 extra damage on this one mattered for the upgraded Purifiers on Diligent. It was good. Eventually, I hit enough things with Harness the Titan that it was okay. And the rest of this was just taking density of spells. There are probably some spells here I don't normally grab in this run that I only took to have some extras for Diligent. Right? Fatal Melting is one of those. This card is not good here, but I took it. Subsuming Blade, it was okay. I took it, again, largely because Diligent. And Wicked Blaze, this card did nothing. It was a 0-cost incant for the entire run, basically. In fact, it hurt me on one combat because it made a Dreg endless, but I still just needed spells for Diligent, so we took a few. And the rest were fine. Harness the Titan, this card did great. With this much card draw, this card's really good, actually. So that's a pretty cool one to have. A lot of good stuff here. So, yeah, that brings us up to 49 on the series. Happy to make it. Glad to see it. So, yeah, I will let you go there. I don't have much else to say. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.